8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Do you know what hepatitis C is?
No, I don't know what that is. I don't know what you're talking about.
Do you know what hepatitis C is?
Hepatitis?
Do you know what hepatitis C is?
I don't know. It's like a thing. It's a disease, and I don't know if it's uncontrollable.
If you never heard of hepatitis C, you're like most people. But most people have heard of HIV.
Believe it or not, there are 5 times more cases of hepatitis C than HIV in the United States. About 4 million people have hepatitis C in this country. And if you want to get an idea of how big 4 million is, look at a map of the United States. That's like the entire population of Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, and Utah all put together.
Hepatitis C is all over the place, but most people don't know what it is.
Isn't it a virus or something?
Right, it's a virus. The thing about this virus, though, is that it's really easy to catch. And that's why so many people have it. And how do you catch it?
Blood! It's passed on by blood. Most people who have Hep C got it through sharing needles. And not just needles either. You can get the Hep C virus by sharing syringes, cookers, cottons, and even rinse water. Hep C can be all over that stuff, even though you can't see it. If you shoot up, you probably got it. That's why you need to get tested.
Some people think that they don't have Hep C because they don't share needles. But a lot of them don't understand that Hep C can be passed on from your whole kit. The needles, the syringes, the cottons, the cookers, the rinse water. All those things could carry hepatitis C. Even using straws for snorting can pass it on because blood from the inside of your nose can get on the end of the straw. So if you ever shared any of these items, you should get tested.
Most of us users have Hep C. Like if you take 10 people who just started using, after a year, half of them will have it. If you was to look at them 5 years later, most of them will have it. 9 out of 10, that's a lot. Sometimes people, when they've been using for a long time, they don't like to get their blood drawn because it's hard to find their veins. But a lot of places got this thing now where all they do is prick your finger and get a little drop of blood. That's all it takes. That's your Hep C test.
If you're being diagnosed with Hep C, you shouldn't worry about passing it on through food or eating utensils. You can't get it through casual contact like hugging, kissing, or shaking hands.
I know you wouldn't know to look at me, but I'm an old-time dope fiend. I guess I've had the virus about 20 years now. I'm healthy. I'm okay. I guess I'm like most people with Hep C. I feel fine. I have to be a little safer about some things, change my routine a little. I can't share my razors with anyone because you know there's blood on the razors because of the nicks and cuts you get when you're shaving. Sometimes your gums bleed a little bit, so you have to keep that toothbrush away. I got grandkids. One is 2 years old, and she's all over the place all the time. So I zip all that stuff up in my travel bag, because you know how kids are. When they come over, they get into everything. So anything with my blood on it has to be taken care of, believe me. And I just go on with life and take it as it comes. That's just it.
So tell me about Hep C and sex.
A lot of people are worried about sex and Hep C.
We try to remind patients that Hep C usually isn't passed on by sex.
I was dating this guy for maybe 3 or 4 weeks, and I found out I had the Hep C. And I didn't want to tell him because I was afraid he'd think, oh my God, she's gonna give me this virus, And I talked to a doctor and she told me that hepatitis C usually doesn't get passed on by sex. And so I told him. And my boyfriend wanted to talk to my doctor to make sure. And so he did, and my doctor said, no, it's rare to get Hep C from sex. that you usually don't get it that way, especially if you have a steady sexual partner. And I was taking the treatment the whole time. So now it's really no big deal, you know, because I'm cured.
Back in 1999, I got tested for hepatitis C and I found out I had it. And the first thing that came to my mind was my kids and my wife. You know, I thought I killed them. We'd been together 15 years. I figured for sure she had it. I was sitting on the porch crying. You know what I mean? It was a trip. You know, I was like, you know, I'm dying. You know, I got hepatitis C. When the test came back, she didn't have it. And I know she felt blessed, and so did I. Happy. We were lucky.
Very lucky.